Hi Gemini, welcome to your week ahead reading for April 12th through April 18th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, including the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to Baccarat Tarot. Love and support to her. Check her out, show her some love. This is intended to be an all-encompassing reading, so whatever falls out is what we're taking a look at. Love, romance, work, money, job, all that. All right, so just anything and everything. This could be your person's, if it's a romantic or a situationship reading, it could be their moon rising or your moon rising or Venus signs. All right, Gemini, 10 of Wands. Work, work, work. Whoopsie. 7 of Wands. All right. Queen of Cups. I can do that right there. That could be Cancerian. 6 of Pentacles. The Devil, 2 of Cups, and Page of Swords. All right, so let's get the one here. All right. So are you tired? Is that what this is? You've just been working a lot of shifts, or you're just encumbered, feeling like you can't do it anymore? I itch, pardon me. Okay. What's this Queen of Cups? So are you needing to take a rest, Gemini? Like, did you just finish like a 14-day nonstop working and you're just like off for the next 3 days, or what's going on here? You're exhausted, or things are coming to a head at least. What's this Queen of Cups? Two of Cups. It's this 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. All right, what's this 7 of Wands about? 7 of Wands. Hanged Man. Okay, this is feeling like work is keeping you busy, but your mind's on a romantic situation. What's this Devil about? There's some frustration. You two are kind of on the outs, but there's just a lot of uncertainty going on right now, and it's also making you feel uncertain about this relationship, or you are kind of wondering, you just don't know, because there's a lot going on at work for you. If you're a first responder or essential worker, thank you for your service. There's a lot going on at work, and you're so busy anyway, or there's busyness around you. It might be a lot of mental busyness, but there's effort and busyness and kind of trying to like toe the line with a lot going on. And that's not helping an already stressful romantic situation. It could be that you've just recently heard from this person and it's just opened up a whole can of worms again. Not by your invitation, not that you want to, but it could be somebody that you had walked away from and now they're stirring things up again. Or this could be somebody that things were kind of tense before, like you were in actual relationship with. Things were a little bit tense before, and it's like there's a new development, or the dust has settled a little bit after you put your foot down, and now it's like you're starting to kind of talk again, but you don't know it's opened up a can of worms is what it is. It's opened up a can of worms. You're holding down the fort with everything going on because there's a lot, and this person not coming through for you does not help anything. Like the whole reason that there's issues here is because you've got somebody that won't, with all that's going on, they're still being kind of either demanding, or they're kind of tone deaf to what's going on around you and your situation, not to mention what's going on in the world. So you're trying to manage them. I think you're giving them the benefit of the doubt, and you're trying to explain things, or you're trying to reason with them, and I don't think they're reasonable okay, what's this Devil about? What's this Devil about? Strength. Good for you. It says Two of Cups. We got Two of Cups here. It says Two of Cups about for Gemini. Knight of Swords. All right. This could be Aquarius, Leo, Cancerian, Capricorn. What's this Page of Swords? So you wish it could be different then. Wheel of Fortune. You're wishing it could be different. And I don't blame you, because at the end of the day, it's a lot of stress and you don't need it. And you have put your foot down. So you've got a lot going on at work. But as far as you've got a lot going on, because this is about romance and job. And just like it feels like you're trying to keep things going, and you've had to take a hard stance towards your person because they're only complicating things. They're still wanting to be front and center, and you're like, I've got stuff I've got to do. I got to hold down the fort at home. Work is an issue, and because work is an issue, money's an issue, and you're not helping. You're not being understanding. You're not being supportive. We're all going through it. I'm not neglecting you or rejecting you. I've got stuff I've got to attend to, and it can't just be all you all the time. And I don't know that this is the worst relationship. I just think it's really stressful, and you two aren't communicating effectively. I don't think that this is like a deal breaker, but you have put your foot down and let it be known, like, look, Ronageddon or not, dit. And so you're kind of in this really prickly holding pattern with each other. You're not done. You're not finished. It doesn't feel like this is worth walking away from, but you have put your foot down, and you've made some executive decisions here. You've made without this person's buy-in. Like, it's almost like it starts off with you kind of giving them the benefit of the doubt, and then you're just like, I can't explain this to you anymore. I can't keep making it okay for me to take a stand on this. And you just kind of left them to their confusion, and you're doing your thing. And you don't want it to end because you're still open. You're like, you know what, if you can meet me at this level, we're good. But I can't, because there's for the Geminis I'm reading for, this person isn't all bad per se. Like you find some redeeming things about them. It's not all lost, but you're willing to walk away simply because you can't do it all. This is a very busy week for you, and this isn't your first run-in with this person. It looks like this has been an issue for a while, and you've been patient, and you probably have started, as this whole Ronageddon thing is kind of ratcheting up or getting stressful, it's put a strain on this kind of already taxing relationship. And I think before it was a lot of fun. It was very dynamic. But this strain on the relationship has really kind of shown you two what you're made of. And you're a doer and a perseverer. And your person, I think they're kind of freaking out and don't know how to handle everything that's going on. And so they're becoming kind of like needing you more. And you can't, because you've got your own stuff you're having to take care of. And so that's putting a strain on the relationship. And that's why you put your foot down and been like, you know what, you got to figure this out. I can't be there for you all the time. I've got to go do this now. I'm needed here. I'm needed here. I'm needed here. So you've taken a stand with this person, not to end things, but to end the circumstance or the situation. Like, you need better coping skills, not you, but you haven't ended the relationship, but you've ended, like, this behavior stops now. It has to, or we can't. So you've left it like that. That's what's showing up here for the Geminis I'm reading for. And so you and your person are kind of in your separate corners, except for you're actually doing stuff. And I can't really get a lock on your person. I don't know. I don't think, maybe it's because you're not really worried about them. You just got too many things going on. It's not a bad thing. I mean, you're busy. You're figuring things out. I think you're thinking about work more than you're working. I think there's a lot of mental energy about work more so than work. And you're pretty creative with how you're earning your money this week. I don't know if there's been like a new, like if you've been laid off and you're, independent contractorship or something, but like it feels like you're kind of in limbo with work. You're not actively working. You've still got a position, but you're not there. There's still compensation, but they're finding a way to do what you do differently. Like, it's just, there's a lot going on with that, and you're trying to navigate that. and a schedule and money. And so there's no deficit here. It's just that there's a lot of mental energy having to be put towards figuring out the new normal and what that means for your work schedule, what that means for your money. This relationship and the requests or demands being placed on it have gotten to be too much. And I feel like I need to say that this wasn't bad before. It's just that it's really stressful now, and because it doesn't feel like you want to walk away. It feels like you need a break or you need things to change. Like you're asking for more support and you're giving your person the benefit of the doubt. But I don't think they have it in them to rise up to the challenge right now. I think this is going to be a stalemate for a couple of weeks, maybe a month or so, because I think you were their strong one or their go-to for stress. And since you're not available, they're just like, they don't kind of know what to do. And so they're not in the best way. They're probably lashing out or being, rude. And it feels like someone's kind of having a little snit. This doesn't feel like some, vengeful, narcissistic jerk that's coming for somebody. This doesn't feel like that. This just feels like you put your foot down and been like, enough. And your person's like, well, fine. And then you two are like in your corners. Work is busy, but it's more mental energy about work than it is work. Like it feels like your shifts have been cut or your position has been cut. There's been a layoff or something, but you're working around that and you're still involved with the company. You're still involved with what you did as a job. You're just not in that position anymore, if that makes sense. That's interesting. Okay. So there's no deficit or lack here. It's just you making a decision, having to kind of sort some things out, and wanting to not complicate your already busy, diverse schedule with romantic issues. What else for? Because you're needing emotional comfort also. You're needing, like, I've got to be able to land when I get home. I can't just still be, because you're doing all the things. And so this is you saying, I need help too. I can't just be everybody's helper. I need support and help too. This feels like a learning curve. Whoopsie. Too many. Oh, this is 5 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, and the Empress. Yeah. This is perhaps deciding that I need to disconnect from this, even though it's going to kind of be disappointing and I'm going to feel like, man, but in the name of self-care and self-preservation, you're like, I gotta put the wall up. What else for Gemini? This is a really dynamic, interesting, sort of passionate and not intense, but just like a very busy relationship. Very dynamic relationship, and normally you'd be able to handle what's going on with this person because you know them and you're like, that's just, that's fine, whatever. But this has really ratcheted things up and you're just like, okay, something's got to give and it's not going to be me because I need to be present and available for this, this, and this. So you're going to have to be put on hold and you're going to have to figure it out. That's what you're telling your person. Knight of Pentacles. Because, okay, so that kind of feels like, okay, the focus is on money and stability, but also like preserving things, but also it doesn't feel like this is a real angry thing or like you're worried about you, like you're used to this with your person kind of being like that because you've been here before with them. So you're not worried, but you are firm. You know what I mean? Like you're not worried about it. You're like, okay, we've been here before. It's fine, but you need to give me a minute. And this isn't the first time you've had to tell your person that. Okay. There's a familiarity here. You know them. You know how they are. What else for Gemini here? Gemini. Let go and have fun. Yeah, you're about due. You need to be able to, it needs to be about you. You know what I mean? Like you need to be able to not be the one handling and managing, and where you've got to be able to let off some steam also. And I think everybody's just got used to you being the go-to. You're the one that makes it happen. You're the one that kind of creates and extends and envelops and involves and all that. And, male or female. And you need a break. And this is, you're very accepting of the fact that this is just going to take time, and it's weird for everybody, and things need to settle out, but you have to be present during the settling out. Like, it's not just going to, for the Geminis I'm reading for, your position at work is integral, so you can't just kind of wait until the restaurant's back open and then you can have your shifts back. This is not that. This is you being a part of the sort of management and decision making, or being involved in the work schedule or company while you're still not at work. Like, you're still in it, but you're not there. So there's a lot more mental energy here than there is actual labor or physical. You're still very networky. So, okay, all right. Did I do the thing? I did that, and I did that. Okay. And so you need a break. And it's not that this isn't without wins, but it's a lot of effort to keep the stability. And you don't need someone else needing you, one more thing needing you. You got family, you got kids, or you got whatever. It's enough. You don't need the romantic situation complicating things. So Queen of Wands, there's that enveloping nature. And we got, someone's being a little bit impatient. This is you handling everything, and you don't need the drama. Because you understand that it's going to take time, that we're going to have the right mindset to roll with the punches and just whatever's going to happen. You need to stay open and stay vigilant. You get it. Your person's not so much. It's almost like this could very well be like a parent and kids situation, because of the way it feels like this person's kind of behaving. It's like they're tone deaf to the stress that everybody else is dealing with, and the stress that we're all dealing with. And they still are kind of singularly focused on what they want. And it's just not realistic right now. And you have finally put your foot down and been like, no. And you're still kind of dealing with them. Like, you're still dealing with this person being snippy and yeah. So if this is somebody reopening a can of worms, or someone you're presently dealing with and you've had like a timeout, they're kind of still, and you're having to be like, no, you stop it. You worry about yourself. All right. Okay. All right, Gemini. I hope this was helpful. It's a busy week. It's productive, but you are going to need some downtime for yourself, and you need some downtime. You need alone time, because it feels like this person is looking to you to make everything okay for them also. And before this happened, you were okay with doing that, but you just can't right now. All of your resources have to go to managing you and yours, and your schedule, and you can't be what you once were for this person. And I don't think they're handling it very well. I think this is a real adjustment for them, and you've had to take a hard stance on it. Okay. All right. I hope this was helpful. I wish you a good week. It's going to be busy. And make sure you do get that rest time in, that you get some alone time for yourself. All right. You have a good week. I wish you a good week. Love and support to you. You stay safe out there. Again, if you're a first responder or essential worker, thank you for your service. All right. Love and support to you. You take care.